Well, who has the Hennessy? So this is how this goes.
All right.
What ended up happening is I went through a really bad relationship, and he cheated on me. The result was a child that I ended up seeing a sonogram in my DM.
A child, not by you, but by
no.
another
Oh,
person.
no, because I don't have any kids. I have some dogs, but yes, he had a baby on me with a whole nother person. She sent me sonogram, and I put him out.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
It was some more there, but you know,
wow.
I don't want to scare the audience. I won't buy my stuff.
Oh wow! So, and she knew you all the time and everything.
Yes, she knew. I didn't know, but she knew.
You know, and you were supporting her baby daddy. So you had to.
We're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay.
To the left, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sir.
Right. So, so you are considered a R&B artist?
I don't know, cause like even that song itself is rock. I call it rock and B. I would have to say
Rock and B.
rock and B, cause I usually perform that song with a live band.
Okay.
So
okay.
usually you get that feel and the hair swinging and stuff. You get all that. I make sure it's laid down, and then the other songs I have some pop music. I have some alternative music. So you never know what I'm gonna put out. To be completely honest with you.
But I heard a little rap too. You be spitting a little bit of the bars and everything.
In my past life, there's a little bit there. Okay.
In your past life.
In the past life.
You know, I got a Ashanti vibe from you. Do you vibe out to Ashanti?
I love Ashanti, actually.
Yeah.
I do. I like Ashanti. I like Keisha Cole. The original Mary J. Blige. I love her. She went through the most.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I got that vibe from you and everything, especially on the second song that you performed. What was the title of that song?
No Love.
No Love.
Mm-hmm.
You just been going through it, huh?
Not anymore. No, but before, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, you gotta, like they would say, like my grandma would say, you gotta kiss a few frogs to get to your Prince Charming. So I went through some toads.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
What's up. So where are you coming from?
I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. Born and raised.
Okay. And how was it out there in Youngstown?
It was Youngstown, Ohio.
Short and simple. It was Youngstown. Okay.
No, I love my city, but it's not. You have to go on the outskirts in order to get what you need. As far as like, there's no grocery stores in the city. There's no, like, we're surrounded. The mall is in the next city over, so it's like you have so much, but you don't at the same time.
Right. So now you're here in Atlanta.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And how long you been here?
Since 2016.
2016.
Yes.
Okay. And when did you start to get into the music?
Down here or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay. So there's some stories that goes with that. I have stories for days. Okay. So we're gonna start out. The first time I actually started doing music, I was 3, and I was at a family get together. We were at my grandfather's house, and my entire family sings. Let's put it that way. So they were having like the little singing thing. Everybody was jamming, and I said I had a song, and my dad's eyes got real big, like, uh-oh. Mind you, I'm 3, about to be 4. So, you know, at that age, you're a sponge. You kind of absorb everything that goes on around you. You say what comes to the top of your head. Your parents are like, oh my God. So I got up to sing, and I started singing Last Night by As Yet. And my dad's eyes got this big, and my mom was covering her mouth. My grandpa enjoyed it, but my dad still to this day cannot listen to that song.
Really? Really? But did they hear the talent though?
I mean, really, to be completely honest with you, I was a musician first. I played 7 instruments, so that was how.
Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes, I played 7. That's how I started. And actually, I was like, you know, we went to church and everything along those lines, but I wasn't in the front. Actually, my sister was the main one that was singing. My brother would sing if you gave him money.
Okay.
But he's the funny one in our family, so I would have to say that. But
so you got comedians in your family too, huh?
He's funny. He's really funny. He's dry humor. And then my sister, but she was the main one that was singing. Her and my mom.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the baby of the family.
Okay. All right.
And I want to say my mom finally realized how big my voice was. I was about 9 or 10 years old, and she was like listening downstairs in the kitchen. She was washing dishes. All the rest of the kids were outside. I'm playing my keyboard in my room. I didn't want to go outside. Nobody wanted to play football with me, so I said I'm gonna go in the house and play my keyboard. So I'm playing my keyboard and I'm singing, and she comes upstairs and opens the door, and I stop and I'm looking at her. She's like, "Oh, okay, I got you." I was in a girl group like less than a month later with my sister and her friend.
So that's when your professional career started with the music and everything.
Yes, 10 years old.
Put in a girl group.
I was forced into a girl group.
And what was the name of the girl group?
It was Prevail.
Prevail.
Yes.
Is it out there? Like people can check it out?
No.
No.
No. No.
Everybody Google Prevail.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't Google Listen, y'all. Listen, I still would never forget like our cover. My sister, she had her hair out and it was like down, and she had the little 90s flips, and her best friend had her hair in the 90s updo. I had my hair to the braids to the back with the singles with beads. Okay, I don't ever want to talk about this ever again. I was like, I hated beads.
But were you the lead?
Oh no, I wasn't. I was just the power. Whenever they had the big, because we performed 3LW all the time. Whenever Adrian's part came up, that's when I came out and sang.
Okay.
And then I would go back in my spot. I didn't want to do it, to be completely honest with you. I wanted to be a kid. So we went to, like we did performances. We did the performances through the city and stuff like that. We went to Apollo. My mom beat us. And
wait, hold on. You went to Apollo. Your mom beat y'all.
Yeah. She was singing "Living for the Love of You." I'll never forget. Her dress was really, really pretty, and I was very proud. But she did beat us. Mom, if you watched
beat
this,
you there, or she beat you?
No, wasn't no Jackson moment. It was she beat us in the competition.
Okay.
She beat us.
You competed with your moms?
Yeah. We ended up competing because they
really?
we talked her in. She didn't want to try out. We talked her into it because my mom, she has a beautiful voice. I love my mom. And when she tried out, we were all in like the section going head to head and all our things. We were there, and then she beat us, and then she went to the next step.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to moms for beating her daughters.
Love you, Mom.
That's what's up.
That's one of her favorite stories, actually. She's like, yeah, I beat her.
So does she have a professional career in singing and everything?
She did it for a little while, and then she kind of pulled back. And
can we Google your mama?
I don't know. If you can look up Miss Flossie. That was my mom's name.
Miss Flossie.
Miss Flossie.
All right. Had Youngstown just jumping, huh?
Yeah. OH10.
OH10.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a group of rappers, and my mom was the only singer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Runs deep.
runs deep. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
Yeah. So read your bio and everything. So you do acting too.
Yeah, act a fool.
You act a fool.
I do. Straight face.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm playing. No, I do.
So you're acting a fool right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm just being myself. This is literally me all day.
Right. So, in reading about you, open up for a lot of other R&B artists and everything. Can you run some of the names down?
Of course I can. The very first one I ever did was Jeremiah. I did Mario, August Alsina, Trina, Yo Gotti. There's a few more, and I'm sure I'm missing them, but sorry, y'all.
Has this all been in Youngstown, or did you ever go on tour?
Somewhere in Youngstown, some Columbus, Akron, Cleveland. The furthest I think I went to perform is New York. That was the furthest, and that was after I grew up, because it was like the Apollo was of course in New York, but after that I was like, I wanted to be a kid. Excuse me. So after we got to about 20 ish, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna venture out. And I think now I've been down here performing. We're getting ready to go on tours, so it's like.
Is this your first solo project?
No.
Okay.
It's my first publicized solo project.
Okay.
I had an album on CD Baby that's another, we will not discuss that issue, but I will say that was the first one.
Okay.
That was before I knew my voice. That was before. And I was going to the studio. I was actually recording Humble Beginnings on my MacBook, with my headphones, and GarageBand. I was handling my own. And then, yeah.
That's how, I think that's how we all do it.
We started in the trenches, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But the artists are always our worst critics, with our own works and everything. You probably have a masterpiece. You need to go ahead and put it out there.
We just go keep those in the archives and put those in a box.
Okay.
Leave those back there.
So, with your latest project, where do you see your latest project going? Has it came out yet? When does it drop?
Oh, the new single has been out. It dropped in actually April, I want to say. And it's been doing well. Like I just did my first interview for Africa. Actually, that was really dope. I've done one for Australia. It premiered in Australia a couple of weeks ago. Premiered in England a couple of weeks ago, and Berlin. It just they just put that one out there, and then we have a few more that are coming up. But I've been doing here and there. So.
You have an album coming out.
I have my EP coming out.
The EP.
Yes.
Is it done and it's ready to go?
It's almost done. It's almost there. Like I'm one of those perfectionist people, so I fight with stuff, and I'm like, nah, I gotta go back in and re-record this. And it helps because my engineers, they're so awesome. Shout out to 18. I love you guys. They're so awesome. They're just like, okay, True, what do you want to do? How you feeling today? Do you need a shot? All right, I got you.
So you're actually signed
to my independent label, yes.
Okay. Okay. So who's the independent label?
Sky Salute to Sky's the Limit Entertainment. That's them.
Okay.
I love them.
Okay. And how long has that label been around? Are you one of the first artists, or
I'm the first artist for the new reboot, because they actually had a TV show and everything before me, and it was like years ago. And I actually know a few of their artists that was on the roster. And how this even came about, we were actually supposed to just be doing a compilation album, because the executive producer for the label, I was friends with for years, and he would consult and stuff like that when I first really hit the ground running down here. And it was like one thing led to another, and he's like, yeah, we're just gonna sign you, and we're just gonna focus on your stuff. I was like, yay. That makes me happy.
Okay. Is that what you were looking for, to get a deal, a signed deal?
I mean, I was looking for whatever God had for me, and I guess that's what He had for me. So here I am.
That's what's up. Do you write all your own music and everything?
I do. Everything's an experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so everything that you're about to put out in this EP is all about your life experiences and everything.
Yeah.
And what would be the main message that you're trying to get across when people listen to you,
no matter, I would have to say, no matter what you go through, you're always gonna get through it. Because I'm talking about breakups, relationships. I actually have a song that they love that was actually written for both my grandparents, and I lost one in 2019, and I lost the other one last year. That's her. I always have her with me. So it's like one song I have for them that's on there that was written for them. So I was like, everything I go through, I'm gonna give you something out of it.
That's respect. That's respect. So you got a real tight family, real loving family and everything, musical family, and just y'all be rocking it out and just.
I love them. I could sing Disney with these people.
Yeah.
Like the Black Disney. Like we watch like Power, like what was it, Goofy movie with Powerline and stuff. Like yeah.
So who would you say you are beyond the music?
Man, I have to say I'm just me. Really, I get like, I'm so excited because I get to be myself. In this industry, everything is so cookie cutter. and you have to fit in this box. You have to do this. This is what makes you big. This is what, and then like there's some artists that are breaking that barrier. I want to consider myself as one of them artists that get to break that barrier. I'm not gonna give you anything less than me, and I'm not giving you. Well, I'm giving you as much of me as I possibly can, but I'm not about to give you somebody else. Like, you gonna get me.
Okay.
Like, I'm a 90s baby, just like my song No Love. I pay homage, shout out to them, to Guy, because that's what I grew up listening to. I grew up listening to my parents' music. And I don't really listen to too much music nowadays, like the newer stuff. I still listen to 70s, 80s, and 90s music, early 2000s. Like, I'm still listening to that music because that's what motivates me. That's what pushes me, because that's when I consider music awesome. Like, that was my favorite time.
90s was the golden era. That's when they had it right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it was when men weren't afraid to talk about their feelings, and
right.
women were actually going out there and they was giving you.
But we can't talk about our feelings nowadays, you know what I mean? We get canceled quick.
No, certain people won't let you talk about your feelings. Honestly, I don't see any problem with the man expressing himself. That's why we have like so much of this music that's pretty much saying like, I don't want to come at nobody's neck, but I don't understand some of the stuff they're talking about. Like, they're so blunt and vulgar, and you gonna get this. Like, that's what I'm getting from it. Instead of like, you had metaphors. Like, you know how long it took me for me to understand what Next was talking about? Too close. I didn't understand that until like I was an adult, and I'm sitting there looking at my parents. Y'all was letting me listen to this? Too close? For real? That's what you.
They didn't know what it meant either. They was just vibing.
They knew.
That's how they made you. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I got here. No, it's probably R. Kelly's 12 play while y'all playing. No, like
man.
Yeah.
R. Kelly 12 play. You brought R. Kelly 12 play. Shout out to R. Kelly.
I like his
music.
You
know what I mean? I grew up on his music. House parties.
Music didn't pee on anybody, y'all. Like, we're not gonna talk about his music. Didn't do it. It's just him. We just not going. We're gonna dress him. No, but like seriously, I love stuff like even the stuff my dad's listened to. Like, my dad listened to Whispers. Rocksteady is still one of my favorite songs.
All classics.
They listen to Gap Band. I love Charlie Wilson. I've loved Charlie Wilson since I was little. Who else? Switch. I'm a huge Switch fan.
Okay. Yeah.
People like, who is Switch? If you know I Call My Name, I call your name, girl. That song, I love that song. Then The Barge came out of that. And then you had Climax. You had Tina Marie. You had Rick James. Love me some Rick James. Right, he was a funny, like, he wore red boots and it was not an issue. Okay? Prince, he was leering lifts and we still love that man. Okay? But he was putting out good music. Michael was putting Whitney. You had greats that were coming up. Even like something they don't talk about. Shirley Murdoch. I grew up Shirley. Shaka Khan. Stuff like that. So I grew up listening to their music. No, seriously, like that was when music, to me, that's when music had feeling and emotion. Stuff is emotionless now. It's like, and then when you do emotion, they want to automatically put you in soul or alternative. You shouldn't have, like, R&B still should exist. Like, that's the thing.
Right. I feel like R&B doesn't get the respect like it used to get back in the day.
It's coming back. We're bringing it back, y'all.
Let's bring it back. Okay. Let's bring it back. Because I need to make a couple babies too sometime.
Listen now.
Oh boy, don't mind Steve. You know what I mean.
We're gonna put some prayers on his. We're gonna put some prayers on his sperm so he can make some babies. He needs some R. Kelly 12 play stuff going on. Okay, some Jodeci.
Yeah, they locking everybody up, so it's like, you know what I mean. So okay, moving right along. Who today would you want to work with?
Ooh. You mean artist-wise or producer-wise?
Both, producer and artist.
TTT. I would love to work with Timberland. I feel like that would be so much fun.
I think they just had a versus, Timberland and
Swiss Beats.
They just had a versus.
Yeah, I like Timberland. Yeah. Also, I like Calvin Harris. It's crazy as he makes like that jumpy, poppy, in-your-face music, but he's worked with like your Beyonce's, your Kalani's, where he can make R&B, but come back out with those dance songs. I think that would be dope too. And as far as artists goes, some of the artists I listen to that are new, because I don't really listen to too much, but I do listen to. Well, Jasmine Sullivan is not considered new, I guess, but she's been out here for a minute. She was busting windows.
Yeah.
So like, we had her, and I like her. I really do like her. She's a musician too, so I love that aspect. And Bruno Mars, I really like Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno Mars get you moving.
Like, he just put out some baby making music. Leave the door open. Him and Anderson .Paak.
Okay.
They had the Leave the Door Open joint. Silk Sonic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like, you want to put your silk jammies on? But no, like, we don't even have like those groove songs anymore. Like what was it? Even Rocksteady, if you was to listen to that, it's a groove. Right. You don't even have grooves like that no more. Like, it's no grooves. It's just a lot of
So real quick, run down all the instruments that you play.
Ooh. Okay, I play guitar, drums, violin, flute, trumpet, trombone, piano. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah,
you made it to 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I was a bored kid.
A bored kid. So you just was in your room just playing all the.
Well, real talk, like, it was kind of like my family wanted to keep me away from certain stuff, because I mean, growing up in Youngstown, if you was to Google Youngstown, you understand, like. Just like we was talking about, like one of the baby Comptons, it's like one of those. So like, I grew up Southside 100 block, so it was like shootings and stuff like that when I was like in the 90s. I'm timeless now, if you're wondering. I'm just timeless, and we don't have an age. But no, like, it was crazy, because it was like my mom and dad wanted to make sure that I didn't become a statistic. I didn't become what people automatically look at you, like, especially our skin color. They automatically want to look at us and say, oh, you're gonna be this. No, I am not.
Right.
Little Tommy is, okay? Not me. No, but it was great, because I mean, I grew up with 2 parents. They were educated. Both of my mom just got her master's. Like, shout out to mom. Like, and my dad, he's working on his 2nd master's. My sister, she's getting her practitioner. She's a nurse. My brother's in IT. He's in Cleveland working. He works for Cleveland Clinic now. So it's like little stuff like that. It's like I was surrounded by accomplished people. Even like my grandmother, she didn't go to school, but she had so much under her belt, and she installed so much into us. Like, I would sit there and listen to Gladys Knight and listen to stuff like that with her. I would watch movies with her. I would play Sudoku with her, stuff like that. And we would sit in the thunderstorm and just listen to the thunderstorm. And she would give me knowledge. Like, unfortunately, like, something funny, she gave me the sex talk. Like, my grandmother gave me the sex talk. An apple pie loving grandmother gave me the sex talk. But these were the people I was surrounded by that wanted to install knowledge and encourage and say, no, you can do whatever you want to do, because that's what you're supposed to do on earth.
That is what's up. Shout out to the family.
I love my family.
To the parents. You know what I mean? They did a very good job and everything like that. And that's what it takes. It takes the whole family.
It does.
And everything like that. And that's blessed. You know, that is very blessed.
Extremely.
So, if you had anything to share with the people, with the Atlanta Unplugged audience, the people out there in the universe and all that, what would you share with them?
No matter what you're doing, no matter what you want to do, don't stop. Don't let anybody discourage you. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and cannot do, because at the end of the day, if you can wake up, you can do it. If you can get out of bed, you can do it. Do not get stuck living living somebody else's dream. Live your own. We are in the perfect time right now for everybody to be entrepreneurs, for you to live your life, for you to do everything you want to do. Don't get stuck living somebody else's dream, and when they die, you still living their dream. You gonna work for somebody else, or you gonna work for yourself?
Well, y'all heard it. You know what I mean? I think we should call your music therapy music and everything. I was about to just lay down here. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
So then what happened? And how did that make you feel?
Because you put it out. That's why your name is
True. Just True.
True.
It's just True.
I was going to ask her, like, how did she get their name? I'm just listening to her. It's like, boom, there you go.
I'm extremely honest. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes too.
Sometimes too.
Filter, y'all. Like, it's bad. I've gotten one now while I'm a little older. But when I was younger, ooh.
Right, well, you know, that's why it's like, you know, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck you mean?
Fuck me.
But that's what's up. That's what's up. So let everybody know what you got coming up next. If you have any shows or anything.
Yes, actually, yes, I have a whole bunch coming up. Tomorrow, actually, I have a brunch at Paradise Lounge. I'm going to be performing, and that one's doors open at 2, party starts at 3, and then I also will be doing bonfire that night, Sunday night. We go on at midnight, like legit, directly at midnight. That's when I go on for Memorial Day weekend, and then the following day, Esco Seafood on Edgewood. I will be performing also both my singles. You guys get to meet my dancers and everything like that. We're getting ready for touring. My first tour date has been locked down. It is June 18th. It's in Austin, Texas, so I'm really, really excited. That roster is lined up, so
big things coming. When's the EP dropping?
My EP is dropping at the end of June, okay? We didn't put a stamp on it because, like I told you, I'm a perfectionist. But they gave me a deadline at the end of June. I got until the end of June to step away. I'm actually, after I leave here, I'm going to the studio.
Do you have a title for it yet?
No.
No? Okay.
I can't give you all the jewels. You gotta anticipate. Come to my page. Like, no, seriously.
True that.
Yes,
okay. You know. All right. All right. Let the people know how they could tap into you. You know what I mean? Your Instagram handle and all that.
Guys, you can find me on all my social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. It's all the same. It's official, Just True. That's JUSTRUE. So the T goes with the dress and the true.
And that's what's up.
Yep.
Hey, we appreciate you being here on Atlanta Unplugged.
Thank you for having me.
It was an honor. And any shout outs before we wrap this up?
Yes. Huge shout out to my management, Millionaire Media Group. Big shout out to my label, Sky's the Limit ENT. Big shout out to my producers, A-Team. I love you guys. My dancers, the Olivias and Alex. He's my choreographer. My stylist, Kid Fro. He actually picked out the shoes. And also Ego, he runs the Glam Squad. And my publicist, Dominic. So I love you guys so much. I would be nothing without them.
All right. Much respect to everybody and everything. And once again, thank you for being on Atlanta Unplugged. That's it. That's all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. And I'm Steve Paul. This is Atlanta Unplugged, and we're out. Peace.